or with the left hand or the right.
Kathy Liebert has basically been cutting through this field like butter, Barney. She's had no serious resistance, and she has gathered chips at will.
I didn't think you were going to, but I was kind of hoping you would.
Yeah, well, we don't like that.
Second level here, and it is Denmark's Jan Sorensen with the dealer position, Kiner, UTG.
350.
Raise to 350.
He did this earlier with the tens. He's not got the kings now, Barney.
Pass.
Oh, sorry.
Going this way.
My God, this is very, very bad news for the USA player, Kathy Liebert. I don't care how good you are. You like a queens in this situation.
Wow, the second time Liebert's got queens. And is there anything else she can do besides re-raise here?
Raise to 1450.
That's the same play that Ram tried on Kiner the last time with the tens, Barney, but she's got better.
Pass.
And he's got better.
Well, I don't really see Liebert escaping from this one very easily. She does still have about 5,000 chips. Michael Kiner's going to give it a reasonable think.
It's 1,000 back on Kiner. Does he have any play besides all in?
All in.
Raise
Does
to
that
call
answer
in.
your question, Jesse? He could have called and set up a trap. If he had aces, he might have done. But this is the right play. And very, very difficult for Liebert to get away from this. She would probably lay down jacks, but queen is very, very tough.
3025 more.
We have yet to see it happen in this tournament. No one has folded queens before the flop, and this is the first time that they would be right to do so.
Jesse, she's hoping that Kiner's got ace-king. She's wondering whether he would play them this way, ace-king suited, something like that.
I call.
Call.
Germany is all in, playing against USA. Germany shows pocket kings. And USA shows pocket queens.
Of course, you can still get lucky. You can still hit a queen,
Let's see
but
the
this has to go down as a cold deck. Luckily for her, she's got 2,000 behind Jesse.
Up comes
Oh, and she's better than that now. The queen on the flop. Kiner can't believe it. Germany will be walking. Now it's down to 2 kings are running clubs.
Turn card is an 8. So now it's only the king.
What a blow.
2 kings. Let's see
And
the
what a
last card.
huge thing for the USA. Queen's full, Barney. Michael Kiner, the German captain, cold decked.
Well, that was very, very cruel. But he's always a gentleman. He's taken it well. He's seen it a million times. And we'll see him back probably in the final.
She still has 2 out to catch, and she hit a queen, and it's okay. I think I did nothing wrong, she did nothing wrong, yeah. And that's the way the game is. Poker is like that. I think it's not a bad position, you know. We still have plenty of chips to play a major role in the final, and we will play our role in the final. And you saw our players were good. Yeah? I was proud, very proud of my team. This is what counts. Okay, unfortunately, I only made 1 point for the team, but tomorrow maybe we have more luck.
Welcome back to the 888 Poker Nations Cup.
Sorry.
Huge stuff. One player out, 5 left, and the big news here, Germany, we know that their chip count in the final with those 24 points is going to be somewhere around just over 14,000. About 2,000 below average, but very playable, certainly.
Raise to 500. Pass. Call.
The raise was to 500. You know, we're third level here, 1 in 200, and these pots can get very big quickly. Liebert's got the best hand.
2 players. Check.
Just letting Ram go for it a little bit.
Well, if Ram has a pop at this, it'll be very impressive
Bet
if Liebert
600.
does anything other than fold.
Queen and the Jack, too dangerous.
Yeah.
Pass.
Well played, Ram. Used position well. He's not afraid of the chip leader. He's going to play his own game.
Oh, it's great to play for your country. It's a great honour. It's a very individual game, poker. So I've always said, you know, it'll be good to play at some sort of team event, and it makes it a little bit different. It puts a little bit more pressure on you, maybe playing for other members. But it's interesting. I like it.
It is Great Britain under the gun.
And bless my soul, that might just be the best hand.
Speaking of big cards, yeah. This is the 3rd time in a row he's raised, Barney. And will someone fall for it?
Well, you're supposed to have a real hand when you raise 3 times in a row.
Re-raise.
But Noel Furlong hasn't read that book. He's come over the top with the ace-3 suited. I think his timing is off, Jesse.
He has. He's re-raised 1,200 and Ram's come back all in.
Call.
And Furlong's called.
An all
He's
in.
not going to be back
Counter
down.
chips.
He's way behind.
Well, that's absolutely
Britain shows a pair of
ridiculous. There must be something good on the telly tonight, that's all I can say.
Well, Noel Furlong called a $600,000 raise from Huck Seed with the ace-3 suited in the 1999 World Series. That was the hand that propelled him to win.
Island is ace,
And
3 of
I think he
clubs.
believes it's his favorite hand, Barney.
Well, it's not as if he hasn't got
The
outs,
hand
Jesse.
for Great Britain
The
is
last thing
pair of
Ram wanted to
tens.
see was an
Great
ace.
Britain is all in. Let's see the flop.
Start funking, boys.
Flop comes 9 deuce jack.
That's no
Great
help.
Britain is in
Thinking
front
no
with a
ace.
pair of 10s.
Now people are
Half
shouting
people are saying
inside.
ace, half
Let's see
the
the
other people are
turn
saying no
card.
ace.
Someone's going to go out 5th here.
Turn card is a 6.
Only
Only
3
the
cards in the
ace
deck
will
for
swap.
Furlong. Vaswani looking very strong for Great Britain.
And let's see the last card. It's a deuce. Great Britain doubles up.
No help there.
Deuces.
Big pot. Vaswani is going to be rivaling Liebert here. And Noel Furlong,
I tell you,
not out, but mathematically in pretty bad shape.
Well, not exactly. It's just he happened to find a hand. He had the right idea.
Noel, can you show it still to the camera, please? Thank you very
Still,
much. Thank you.
I believe 200 to call,
Call.
even though Furlong is all in for 75. And Alsanjak
So, Ireland all
has
in
done that.
and check. So sideboard between Sweden and Great Britain.
We have one player all in, and Alsanjak has flopped 3 of a kind here, Barney. And I believe this is going to be Ireland's last hand.
Bet 200. Sideboard goes to Sweden.
hat ramp.
7 deuce is drawing dead.
Ireland is all in. Sweden shows ace check.
Nice.
I had a shot.
Got 3 checks, and Ireland has a 7 deuce. And let's see the river card. It's a queen. Not enough. Ireland is the next nation out. Pot goes to Sweden.
Ireland is out of this heat in fifth.
You know,
That will give them 2 points to take to the final.
Big points.
And with those 32 points, they'll be above average.
Ram was, in my opinion, bluffing away in previous hands. It might be blind, but they just seemed to be zoning into me, so I tried to put a stop to it. I'm disappointed, very disappointed, obviously. I possibly should not have went all in or followed him. But then I had an ace.
well, maybe I hope I find out one of these times. And then I either have the best hand or that I
Well,
just
the
have to get
Irish
one of them.
team captain Noel Furlong, former world champion, big start and then a big finish.
Well, Jesse, he started off limping into a lot of
Raise
pots,
to
and then he got
500.
into his stride. Super aggressive play, fantastic when it works, but really, I don't know about that call on the end.
Well, that 2 points for Ireland will give them 32. They'll be above average in the final, but it's likely that one of these
2 players.
teams sitting here is going to take that chip lead.
Check. 500.
You beat 4 nines?
What?
You beat 4 nines, I say. All right. I don't have 4 nines. so
Three
you-
nines on the board.
close.
Barney, you know, Jan had gotten very quiet in his shell for a long time, but four-handed now. He found the king eight and
Next
moved.
time I call you, I'm going to beat
He had to
you,
get
okay?
respect.
That's right, and not a bad flop, because of course if he's got any kind of pair, he's got a full house. There's no way Liebert could to do anything other than throw that one away. Good timing by Jan. He wants to try and put a bit of distance between him and Al-Sanjak. Well, he wants to catch up with him first and then pass him.
This field has thinned down here. Situation right now is that either Denmark or the USA, by winning this heat, could ensure themselves having the chip lead at the final table,
Call.
whereas Great Britain and Sweden desperately want to get those points to translate into chips.
2 players.
Something for both.
Well, very pretty flop for Rambaswani, the up and down straight.
Back to 300.
Interestingly enough, Al-Sanjak wants to see the 5. That's an inside straight draw.
A little bit of a speculative call by Al-Sanjak, unless he's planning to take it away with a bluff on the turn.
Check.
He hasn't shown much propensity to make these moves, but now may be the time.
Interestingly enough, the 5 plays. Ram would be surprised to know he's in the lead.
Well, this is very, very good play by Al-Sanjak. Called. He'd love to have seen the gut shot, but mainly it was to make this play. He didn't think Ram would have come out betting with a jack.
Pass.
And does Ram have to respect that Al-Sanjak could have a jack there?
Well, he knows almost whatever Al-Sanjak's got. He's supposed to be behind here, Jesse, and out of position.
It's too bad I'm not in the middle of you two guys.
The reputation of Swedish players must be that we are very good, and we must be the world's best internet players. And if you see, all the pros are not doing so well, but we have one win, and that's the internet player. Oh my God. So I'll try to make it, I'll try to even it up a little bit today.
Denmark seems to get rid of the white and the blue. Huh?
We're topping you guys.
8-8 Poker Nations Cup. Great Britain on the button in this third level with 4 left. And how much jewelry is on this table poker-wise? Sorensen there, 2 bracelets. Vaswani, he's won just about everything there
Is it
is.
call?
Call.
Okay, I want to encourage you. So
Sanjak doesn't do much in the way of wearing jewelry.
3 players.
Ram happy to limp on the button with a weak king.
Check.
And
Bet
whereas
500.
he has picked up the bottom pair, Liebert with the straight draw.
Ram's hand is better, but hers looks better, and she's gotten the chips in there.
Yeah, she's got a much less scared hand than he has.
Pass.
But I think he feels that if his deuce isn't good, his king certainly would be.
Ram peeling one off. Here's the turn.
2 players.
Kathy looking for the 3 or 8.
Not a very pleasant looking card for Kathy,
Bet
but she's
1,000.
doing well to follow through here. Senses the timidity of Ram's call, and 2 players in a row have made good steals against Ram Vaswani.
That was great continuation from Liebert, wasn't it?
Yes, very well done. It was one of the worst cards for her to see, but she followed through with the bluff.
I don't know most of the opponents I'm playing against. I do know that Ram Vaswami, I've played with him a few times, and I know that Ram tends to be a little bit on the aggressive side. So I expect him to be trying to pick up some pots, playing a little loose, aggressively trying to run over the table. So, I'm going to kind of wait it out and see how Ram is playing, but I might have to gamble with him or wait for a big hand and hope he gambles with me.
4 left, and this heat is still up in the air, although the USA out in front.
This is definitely a raising hand for
Raise
Ram.
to 600.
Well, everyone aware that Ram's lost 2 pots in a row. They think he could be tilting.
No, Ram only tilts in the cash games.
Call.
Flat call
Pass.
with the pocket pair.
Well, I don't know what Arsandric thinks that he wants to see on the flop.
And Jan's having a scratch. Is he thinking about something else? Maybe moving? It just seems like his instincts are screaming out that chips are on offer for the re-raise.
I don't think he's considering a re-raise. No.
Pass.
Head up here. And Vaswani looking to hit a pair, Barney. Or, actually, he's just hoping that Alsanjak doesn't hit his.
2 players.
But if Arsandric is looking for a flop with no ace on, well, Ram has hit his pair, and he's got a gut shot as well. Alsanjak,
Check.
he's pretty much missed the flop. It's a very dangerous looking flop with all those medium to high cards on it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
what
good card.
Beautiful
for Ram.
card for Ram. He may get a call out of Alsanjak here.
Bet 800.
And he would bet this at this stage, whether he had something or not. That's what Alsanjak's thinking. He's certainly not to know that Ram's hit the perfect card. And it's very easy to see Alsanjak having at least a look here, seeing if Ram's prepared to follow through. No, far too
Pass.
clever a player for that.
Yeah, levels on levels on levels. Vaswani, it's amazing. Even when players know all the things Vaswani is capable of, they
Amazing
still
how he
try
always
and
has
take
a-
him on. He's always dangerous.
How do you do that?
He's a great poker player. I mean, he's had some great results. Next to the fish, he's probably he's had the second best results in the world from England. So that's why he was like first choice for the team. And I've got every confidence in the guy, as long as he don't bluff all his chips away like he does sometimes.
$200 on Liebert. And it looks like a splash.
Raise to 600.
2 plus 4.
Re-raise to 1800.
Sorensen has given Liebert oodles of respect, and now with the 8-10. He's stuck in half his stack.
Well, he thinks his cards are fresher than they are.
There's no way Kathy can put 9s down, Barney, can she? She's going to re-raise.
Well, she knows that she would be switching chip positions with him, and if she called and she was wrong.
What do you have?
Oh, it's not my decision, honey.
If she wants to get a read on him, forget about it, Jesse.
Kathy has tried to get Jan to say something. Is he looking nervous? She's sure looking over.
I think she can throw this away, Jessie, because her chip position is so secure. And it really is a marginal situation for her.
Wow. You're right. Yeah, Sørensen has sat there like a lump of clay for
Yeah,
2
that's round
hours
three now.
and gotten the move on with the 8-10 suited.
Probably the most experienced player in our team. He played poker for, I think it's about 25 years professionally, and I have the greatest respect for him. I really mean it's the best Danish player we have.
Ramu.
Come on in.
First to speak, Sweden. Great Britain's Ramu, says Kathy in the big blind.
I'd like to have the best of it, but I wouldn't mind sucking out.
Pass.
Option B is always good.
Call. Check.
Having a look, if I've got a 7,
plays.
but it's the king for Sørensen.
And Vaswani could get in a bit of trouble here.
600.
He's got the second pair to Jan's topper.
This is a very tricky situation. Sørensen came out betting, and that's a good way to disguise your hand.
Oh.
Ram not getting too busy with this. Horrible if a 7 would come. Well, I don't know if that's good news or bad news for Ram.
$1,300.
Well, very hard for Ram to get away from this. That king helps him to feel that his queen is good, although of course with absolutely no kicker he's not beating much except a flush draw, straight draw.
What does the price of the bet have to do with it? I mean, 1,300 is the bet. Sørensen's got about twice that much back. But can Ram play here with that? Oh!
Well,
I'm not even going to ask.
that was a great pass. His instincts, as ever, absolutely impeccable.
Well, it was a world-class pass. Sørensen had him trapped.
Chip too, my friend.
Welcome back. There's still 4 in this heat of the 888 Poker Nations Cup. So, Jan making a little bit of a move, and now from the button, it's stick those chips right back in, he says.
Raise to 900.
He's found the ace. 750 on Ram.
And he feels his
Raise to
7s are good enough to raise with.
2,200. Pass.
He'll pay 1,300 more. Vaswani's saying he likes this position a lot better than the last time Jan bet him. And can Sørensen do anything but toss him away?
I think he has to throw these away, Jesse. He's made his stab. We've already seen somebody commit themselves with ace-3 against Ram Baswani. But this is a somewhat more thoughtful player.
That is the call right there in his hands. Any chance he's thinking of just peeling off a flop?
I don't think so. I think he knows if he puts it in, he's having to commit all his chips. And even if Ram's making a play on him with no hand, he's not going to be that strong with ace-3 off. He has to throw this away.
Pass.
The wise maneuver. And Vaswani. Revenge.
Call.
Just a call from Jan Sorensen. Just stuck the 300 in Queen Jack. Will that send alarm bells ringing?
Well, you know, when someone looks
Call.
weak, it usually means they are. Ram likes to limp on the button with almost anything behind the call. Position all important to him.
Call.
And it looks like we're going to see a four-way pot, Jesse. Unless Liebert decides to punish the limping.
Well, there's not many sixes left in this deck. 3-6 counts as almost anything. Sorensen in surprisingly good shape here.
He's the one with the fresh cards, and there's one of them right there.
Check.
Couple diamonds on that board, Barney, and Liebert has 2 in her pocket. It's a flush draw versus a top pair. How will this play?
Well, she could be check raising him.
1100.
But if she does, I don't think Sorensen's going to be able to give this one up.
Well, doesn't he have to be aware? Could she have a 7?
Well, I think at this point, with only 3,000 left, I think he would have to take a chance on this jack if she set him in.
Jan's put 1,100 in the pot. It's a quarter of his chips, and Kathy Liebert dwelling up with the flush draw. She won't pass.
I don't think so. She's thinking about how to play it. She's wondering, would her king be good if she hit it? Can she get him off the hand? She probably doesn't think that she can get him off whatever he's got. He might have limped with a very big hand indeed. Once again, she's being cautious.
She just wants no part of Jan Sorensen. And Barney, the decision there, based on the fact that Jan wasn't budging?
She could have been playing just to hit a diamond, and that's not a good position to be in when you can double somebody up and be one of the short stacks yourself.
It's no fun getting looked up when you're bluffing. And these 4 are all bluffing their booties. Although Al Sanjak has gone a little quiet. Is he unable to keep up with the pace of this crowd? It's 150 for Sorensen.
Well, this is going to be a three-way pot unless Vaswani finds something to raise with. He sensed the weakness all around the table.
No.
Is this move and remove? Surely not.
Oh gosh, this would be lovely